Do you fly your drone as a recreational flyer? Are you sure? The FAA is tightening their tiny little screws on the definition of recreational drone flying, so be cautious if you are flying or believed to be flying recreationally. You would not be blamed for assuming that recreational flying of a drone means you fly for fun and not money. And actually, I did a video about this and said about as much. Well, not flying for money might be considered recreational flying, but honestly, there is more, as always, to this story. Congress created the exception for limited recreational operations of unmanned aircraft to allow those flying drones purely for fun or personal enjoyment to operate without the need for complying with Part 107, which is great because Part 107 is an enormous pain in the But per usual, the government is slowly removing the fun and personal enjoyment out of drone piloting. But recreational flight is far less burdensome than non-recreational flight. Therefore, if you believe you are a recreational flyer, it's important to understand what actually defines recreational flying before you toss the whirly bird into the sky. Now, you would not be wrong for thinking that recreational flying includes not flying a drone for a business or for compensation. And while this is sort of correct, it's a lot more than that. So, in addition to not flying for money and flying a drone that's under 55 pounds, our friends at the FAA note that non-recreational drone flying includes things like taking photos to help a property or service, roof inspections, or taking pictures of a high school football game for the school's website. And be cautious with volunteering your drone services for other entities, including nonprofit organizations. As the FAA warns, things like volunteering to use your drone to survey coastlines on behalf of a nonprofit organization is not recreational flying. If you're unsure of what type of flyer you are, be certain to check the not very helpful user identification tool on the FAA's website. So great. Flying recreational drones is narrowing in scope, and remember, ignorance is not a defense to the FAA's overly burdensome, in-your-face, big brother approach to governance.